Alright, what's for one update finder here, and today we're gonna be playing some more Elilenk Flora 2. Well then boys, the Halloween update is officially out, so for those of you asking, I mean they delayed it a little bit, but I mean it's still gonna come out eventually. So yeah, the Halloween update was released, and now let's just go into the highlights on what this update is all about. So yeah, first off, we got one new community map called BumbRush Town. This is gonna be a map compatible with survival, weekly, and endless game modes. And what is this map all about? Well, it's supposed to be a mysterious old medieval town that is now a Zed's lair. Then we also have a new weekly outbreak called the VIP, where pretty much every single wave someone's gonna be set as a primary target and you have to protect him, and if he dies, yep, the game is gonna end. We got 4 new weapons called the Hrg Locust. This thing is gonna be an alternative version of the Seeker 6 for the Survivalist perk. It is gonna be a tier 3 weapon that launches rockets that create a cloud of nanobots, or locusts, that attack the Zeds. Since it's going to be a Seeker 6 reskin, it's also gonna have guided rockets as the alt fire, and it's gonna be costing you 900 dosh when you buy it. Then we also have the Hrg Dragon's Blaze for the firebug. This thing is gonna be an alternative version to the Doomstick, but for the firebug perk. This thing is gonna be a tier 4 shotgun that shoots out a vertical line of fire, and the alt fire shoots out a horizontal line of fire, and it's gonna be costing you 1400 dosh when you buy it. Then we also have the Blood Sickle, which is gonna be for the Berserker. Yep, this thing's gonna be a paid DLC weapon, or you can get it in that armory pass. It's gonna be a tier 4 edged melee weapon that can be switched between short range and long range modes. The short range mode is gonna be faster when slicing, but it's gonna be dealing less damage. And the long range mode is gonna be slower, but it's going to be dealing more damage. The alt fire attack is going to be a double sweep attack, and the trader price is going to be 1500 dosh. And the last weapon we got in the game is going to be called the G36C, and this one's going to be for the SWAT. Just like the Blood Sickle, this is going to be also a paid DLC weapon. It's also going to be a tier 4 weapon with armor piercing ammunition. It has fully automatic and semi-automatic firing modes. And the trader price is gonna be 1600 dosh. So yeah, these are pretty much gonna be the highlights of the update, and now let's go in and see what we can fucking do. Well then boys, with that introduction out of the way, let's just go in and pretty much play with all of the weapons, and we're gonna be also playing on the new map. The first weapon we're gonna be checking out is gonna be the G36C. And did anything change from, you know, beta 2 to the final release? Well, apparently they've done some animation work and, you know, some sound work.
Zeds are close. Safety's off.
Okay, it does sound a little bit different, but not sure about the animations, though they kind of feel a little bit the same. But did they fix the sensitivity? Because I feel like they have? Okay, it feels like it's fixed. I mean, I'm just gonna have to see that when the FPS is gonna be dropping, I think. But yeah, the G36, out of the 2 DLC weapons that are new, I feel like this one is the better one, because the Blood Sickle, I feel like that thing is like inconsistent and just a little bit too slow for my taste. And we also have, well yeah, a lot of, you know, melee weapons in the game now. And that one doesn't really stand out. Okay, maybe that was just me. Not gonna, you know, say anything yet. Just gonna casually shoot the dudes. The fuck? Wait, was that animation different? Okay, let's just fully empty this thing.
Make for the pod and gear up.
Okay, a little bit snappier, but still looks like pretty much meh. So yeah, this was the G36 for Wave 1. It's got armor piercing rounds, which is gonna be good for, you know, Edar's right here's Abomination. And the damage on it and the rate of fire and, you know, the lack of recoil, yeah, it makes this weapon quite enjoyable to play with. Okay, now we're gonna be playing with the Survivalists Hrg Locust. Yep, this thing's gonna be a freaking trash clearing machine. Now, for those of you who played the beta 1, yeah, this thing was extremely good. But they did end up nerfing it because it was, well, yeah, a little bit too good. Oh, I think they also changed the smoke. It's not like so dense anymore, so you can actually see what you're shooting at, so that's kinda cool. Well, then Cloth can't really do anything for you, so I'm just gonna let a lot of them spawn, and I'm just gonna be shooting the living shit out of them, if I can. Okay, that seems like enough. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this thing, it does... When it explodes, it brings out these like locusts or nanobots or whatever, and they're going to be spreading, you know, to nearby Zeds. In Beta 1, this was, you know, over-exaggerated a little bit because it literally spread on every single Zed. But in the final release, yeah, it still does, you know, decent damage. Now, fair enough, this is, you know, solo and it's, you know, fully upgraded, but... I mean, you get the point. In like a map that's like a hallway map, such as like Containment Station, let's say, yeah, this weapon's gonna be rocking and rolling. I mean, it still does what it's supposed to do. It's just like whooping the little things. And it also like whooped up freaking right here's armor off, so that's always nice. Hey, yo. The only shame on this weapon is that it's a, well, yeah, reskin of the Seeker 6. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, fair enough, it's got like new particles, if nothing else. So that's kinda nice.
Let's make sure.
I mean, what can I say? It's a solid freaking weapon. So yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments which weapon was your favorite out of these 4. I'm just gonna say it myself. Yeah, my favorite weapon out of these 4 is most likely gonna be the G36. I mean, animations aside, yeah, the weapon by itself, yeah, it feels very responsive and snappy. Okay, now we're gonna be moving into the Firebug, and we're gonna be playing with the HRG Dragon's Blaze. So yeah, this thing is a freaking Doomstick, which was modified to shoot out, well, yeah, fire in a vertical and horizontal line. So yeah, primary fire is gonna be the vertical one, and the alt fire is gonna be the horizontal one. So yeah, this weapon by itself, it's, you know, pretty good. I mean, it's doing like ground fire, it's got like decent impact damage, so... Yeah, I mean, this thing's especially good in slow motion. You just do have to like pull your mouse down giga freaking much. But yeah, this is it. Freaking Doomstick reskin. Boy. Oh, balloons. Got a lot of balloons. So yeah, I think the sensitivity is actually fixed. I don't feel like any random hiccups or, you know, just like random, you know, not pulling where I want it to pull. If that makes sense. Yeah, Killing Floor was pretty much unplayable in Beta 1. And especially Beta 2. Or more so Beta 1. Not entirely sure which one was worse. Boy. Hey, yo, let's just put some fire down range, shall we? Yeah, the ground fire doesn't really last for all that long on the map. I think that's because, well, yeah, the FPS is probably gonna be absolutely ruined. Especially on multiplayer, if you get this thing in slow motion, that is. So yeah, the only downside of this weapon is that, well, yeah, ground fire not lasting for all that long. But you know, the weapon by itself, yeah, it's pretty freaking usable. Again, I'm just gonna say it, yeah, this weapon performs, you know, giga freaking good in slow motion. And it's pretty much its main design, I think. Okay, now we're gonna be moving into the very last weapon, which is gonna be called the Blood Sickle. And personally, I wanted to love this weapon, but... I just can't. I mean, it's just... I mean, the design on it, yeah, it's pretty alright. I guess it's got, you know, that, like, short range, long range type of thing going on. Hey, yo, Scrooky, why you raged, fam? Who raged you? Okay, I mean, the swipe didn't... Why is he raged? The fuck? Okay, the flesh one's raged as well. Alrighty, man. I mean, it is a berserker weapon. Look, everything's just rage. Like, what the fuck? Did I do something wrong? Okay, he's dead. Freaking finally. Got like a bunch of Scrooks and a bunch of flesh bones. And now let's go and swipe some more dudes. Okay, that's kinda nice. So yeah, the weapon by itself, compared to the other ones, does it stand out? I mean, the damage on it, I guess it's decent if you actually land your headshots with it. But at the end of the day, is it worth the $10? I mean, if you're gonna be buying that armory pass, I mean, you don't really care, do you? And you know, with this weapon, it's just that, I mean, So yeah, I'd much rather just like have a Battle Axe or the Ion Thruster with the Hammer Clobber. It's pretty much the go-to for the Berserker nowadays, I feel. Okay, I'm actually gonna be dying here, like what the fuck? Dudes are just like relentless here. So yeah, just a little bit too awkward for me, I think. Maybe I just have to like play it for a little bit longer than I'm playing it currently. But you guys can let me know. So yeah, those were pretty much all of the new weapons, and now I'm just gonna go to my very favorite one, which is gonna be the G36. I mean, combine this thing with, I know, maybe the stunner, maybe the nail gun, and you got a pretty cool, well, yeah, SWAT loadout, I feel. Okay, let's just see which boss we're gonna be getting, and it's gonna be the Matriarch. Well, Operation Kiting Around the Corner commence. Well, did she spawn like right over there? Oh, she did. Alrighty, man. Hey, yo, I mean, the recoil is just like non-existent with this thing. Okay, well, there goes your head armor, please, fam. The fuck? I mean, is this even a boss at the end of the day? Like, what the fuck's she doing here? Yeah, the only real threat with the Matriarch is most likely the Edars. I mean, just look at them, they're just like over there, casually chilling. And she's in her final phase, and she's probably gonna be dying very, very fast. Or I can't like even see her there. Up, and there she goes. Yeah, the G36. Qualitet. I mean, the animations on it are, well, yeah, subpar at best. Okay, they actually fixed, you know, the third-person animation for this thing. It's not like randomly doing stuff with its magazine, so yeah. And that's because I got cheats enabled. Well, rest in peace is me. Well then, boys, this is pretty much it for the Blood and Bonfires update. If you want to read everything that actually came in with, you know, some little minor changes and bug fixes, I'm just gonna leave that whole forum post in the comments, or shall I say in the description. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next episode. Adios.